his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. Last season, LeBron James set a career high in assists, and he said the assist has always been his favorite. LeBron said, "It gives my teammates an opportunity to score, and that's what's always mattered to me." And that team-first mentality is just a big part of who LeBron is. Kevin?
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Charlotte, third best record here in the early going.
And you know, for the Hornets, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. All out there with Rozier, and it's Hayward in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Gasol in at the center. Well, and this must be a time of year when teams are still working on their chemistry, Clark, everybody getting comfortable with their roles.
Well, you know, Kevin, you would hope that being comfortable and having good chemistry would be a given by now, even though it's still early. There's not a ton of time for the feeling out process in the NBA because the games come so rapidly.
Now, here's Ball. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Count the basket.
And the release on Hayward's shot, just so smooth. He makes the play with urgency, but doesn't let that compromise his mechanics.
Here's James. Outside, Davis. Zeller grabs the board. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
Now here's James. Last game, 26 points. And LeBron throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Rozier following the bucket by the Lakers. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Hayward. Over James, and it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Zeller. Hayward's got his second basket of the night.
Just picture perfect form on that jumper. Hayward's just so fundamentally strong.
James with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Kicks it out to Schroeder. To the right side. Drills it from outside.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Ball, the pass to Rozier. Out to Hayward.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And, Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute, and that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
Here's Rozier following the basket by Marc Gasol. Gasol against Zeller. Over Gasol. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Count that one.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The drive-by ball. And they get it. Doesn't go for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Davis surveying the floor. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. It's a three-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
Sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And there's the pass to Ball. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Floats it up for Davis. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Hornets trail by 5. Ball with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Rozier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you just got to tip your hat to Rozier there. I mean, the defense was right there, but he still found a way to score it.
Davis finds Schroeder. The Hornets pull it in.
I tell you what, the spin move did more than just confuse the D. Looked like he's a little woozy on that off-balance attempt.
Pass the ball. Hayward on the wing. 5 to shoot. Over LeBron. It's rebounded by Gasol.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And the Lakers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 5. And here is Rozier. Here's Bridges. Pass the ball. Now, here's Rozier. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, the shot misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Passes it to LeBron. Caldwell Pope with a wide-open look, and another 3 for the Lakers.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here's Ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now the pass to Washington. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, lock into that focus from Washington there. Love the body control, too. Excellent.
James against Bridges. The drive by LeBron. And James throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Matthews comes in for Caldwell Pope. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biombo is checked in for Cody Zeller. McDaniels comes in for P.J. Washington. Monks checked in for Terry Rozier, and Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. The free throw drops for James. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Monk is what we call a pure scorer. Even when he gets drilled by the defense, he stays with his shot.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5 stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
The Lakers making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. Free throw drops for Monk. And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Bridges shot. Good.
Boy, he's very dependable from that area. So Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
Now here's Schroeder. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah. Pass to Horton Tucker. Off target from outside. Hornets trail by 6. Pass to Graham. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Monk, the rebound by the Lakers. Right side Matthews. Pass to Horton Tucker. Kuzma with it. The pass to Horton Tucker. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte, trailing here by 8. It's stolen by Schroeder. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Matthews with it. Bridges covering. That one falls.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here's Graham. He had 13 points in the win against Minnesota.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. Already finding the spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
So it's the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Great D that time from Harrell. Lakers leading by 12. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Offline with his 3.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And Graham throws it down hard.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Harrell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Graham. Just 5 on the clock. And that one is off. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Lakers lead by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Lakers leading by 10. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Matthews out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, the small forward. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Now Graham. Pass to Bridges. Hayward against Kuzma. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And I don't think there's any doubt what a determined scorer Hayward is. He's not going to let some contact keep him from finishing.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And, guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Free throw drops for Hayward. Schroeder with the ball. He kicks to Matthews. Passes it to Kuzma. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's foul number 2 for him. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Lakers.
Substitution for the Lakers. Marc Gasol.
Here's Horton Tucker. The pass to Gasol. Over Monk. Gasol, no good. Hornets trail by 8. Here's Hayward. And that one goes long. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
The V just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Hayward can hit.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Horton Tucker. Second shot opportunity, and Gasol with the lay-in. Gasol's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Graham with the bounce pass. Biyombo kicks to Graham. Kuzma against Hayward. Hayward missing again. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. That one good for 2.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
And the Hornets making a change here. Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. V.J. Washington comes in for Miles Bridges. Rozier, he's checked in for Malik Monk. And Ball subbed in for Devontae Graham. That's good from Schroeder. And here is Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Rozier. Shot to stop the run. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Clark, he's proving to be one of the more explosive players in the league. Scary Terry.
He has the build of a boxer, Greg, in some ways. Great muscle definition, really quick in all aspects. You notice nobody really ever messes with this guy. He's quiet, and those guys often are the scariest because you know they're tough when they don't say much. And his style of play is pretty much fear-striking as well.
Here's LeBron following the 3 by Charlotte. It's good. James has got 13 points.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Now, here's Ball. Over to the left wing. Rozier for 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
LeBron against Ball. Here's Schroeder, and he banks in the layup. Schroeder's got 7 points for the quarter.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Rozier against Davis. Unloads. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Rozier.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Here's Davis. It's deflected. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Rozier's got the ball. And no good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Davis throws it down.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Down low, here's Hayward. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number one. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Now here's Schroeder. 10 points for him. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. And it's blocked.
Even though he's not the tallest power forward, Washington does have good bounce and a long reach. Plays bigger than he is.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Mind the lane. One shot.
And that one falls for Davis.
You know, in this 21st century version of the NBA, just being big is not enough. Davis personifies the evolution of the big guy. He's got game from everywhere on the floor.
Now here's Hayward. A 23-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Zeller inside. He's against Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, that's a case where the defense was working hard to shut Zeller down, but he just kind of powered through to draw the foul.
And you look at what Zeller did on a per-minute basis last year, the scoring and rebounding were up.
And part of that, Greg, was that he also took more three-pointers than ever before. It's certainly not his game, but it seems like every big guy now has to at least be respectable from behind the arc, just the way the game is being played.
And it's Schroeder missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Rozier the pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Rozier. Here's Washington. Good work defensively by Morris. Lakers leading by 10. To the middle. Here's James. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Not going to miss many chances from that range. That's LeBron's wheelhouse there.
Schroeder comes with the double team. To the wing on the left. Morris against Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to McDaniels. Over James. And the Hornets miss again.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Offensive rebound. Washington. And Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing. So good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot-blocking machine.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
That's his jump ball.
And so it's the Lakers with it. Lakers leading by 14. LeBron James on the wing. And it's Schroeder in the corner. He feeds it to Davis. Over Rozier. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. Davis has got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Harrell, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And it's Matthews in for Dennis Schroeder. Rozier against Caldwell Pope. And the basket by Rozier.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
James looking around with the floater, and he lays it up and in. LeBron's got 19 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 12. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Davis. Here's Graham. Now, here's Monk. Now, Bridges. Clock at 2. No dice from the high post.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
The Lakers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Free throw good, James.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Now, here's Monk. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. Bring him against Kuzma. Charlotte no good that time either. Lakers leading by 22. Dishes to LeBron. Over Graham. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Kuzma's got his first points of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the Hornets call time here.
And Clark, it was a roller coaster season, to say the least, for Kyle Kuzma. Saw his role get diminished on the Lakers, and his stats across the board were down.
Yeah, Greg, you go back to your playing days, mine as well. It's hard for young guys early in their career to understand role playing. They equate their production with minutes and accolades as opposed to contribution for the team. And Kyle Kuzma has tremendous talent, great versatility. Early in his career, I think he's going to be fine in the long run.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The shot's good. Monk's got 5.
We know he can shoot deep, but he also has a nice touch inside. So Monk has a lot of confidence wherever he's shooting the ball from.
Now, here's Kuzma. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Miles Bridges. It's his first trip to the line.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. That one drops for him. Monk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Here's Horton Tucker. Harrell trying to free himself up. And Harrell slams it in.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Now, here's Monk. 7 points in the game. Graham with the bucket.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Matthews finds Kuzma. Here's Horton Tucker. Lakers working the ball around now, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Kuzma's got his 3rd basket of the night. Matthews against Graham. Launches a 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 22 points, 5 assists, and LeBron now late in his career, still playing at a very high level, obviously. Kenny, when's the last time you saw a star LeBron's age be this good?
Woo, man, I don't know. Dirk aged well, but he wasn't dominant. Jordan, obviously, he aged well, and he was actually dominant at times in Washington, but not like this. LeBron is just different. He's a different animal.
I'm so jealous right now because usually physical beasts is us. We slow down, but not the king, not LeBron. I think he needs to rest more often, but when he dials it up, I think he's 25 again.
Did you age well, Shaq?
No, not at all. Ernie, you look beautiful.
You're aging well, Ernie.
Ernie
aged. Wow. Ernie aged. Oh, my God. Benjamin Button.
I think I had too much. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Show up.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what?
Side trying to protect their lead. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Terry Rozier is out there with ball, and it's Hayward in at the 3. Just 5 on the clock. Schroeder looking around.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Zeller. No good. Great D that time from Davis. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg, do you think worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Zeller trying to free himself up.
Caldwell Pope showing us excellent timing there, using his length well on defense.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Rozier against Caldwell Pope. Here's Hayward. Rebound the Lakers.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
That's good from Schroeder on the assist by James. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Schroeder comes with the double team. Ball dishes to Hayward. Rozier kicks to Ball. Passes to Zeller. From deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Now here is Davis. He's got 11. Again, the Lakers.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
James against Hayward. Rozier kicks to Ball. Shoots over Schroeder. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got his first basket of the night.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
2 shots.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
You know, in this 21st century version of the NBA, just being big is not enough. Davis personifies the evolution of the big guy. He's got game from everywhere on the floor.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Hornets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Schroeder outside. Takes the 13-footer. Jump shot is good. Schroeder's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Pass to Zeller. Back to Hayward. Poke loose. Gasol with it. Now defended by Hayward. Inside. Here's Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Davis has got 17.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Schroeder comes with the double team. Ball finds Washington. Took the opportunity when he saw it. He's got 6.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
The pass to Davis. over Washington, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Zeller. Makes it off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Cody Zeller.
Boy, Zeller just a really skilled offensive center. I mean, this guy has a nice touch and really good awareness and finishing ability around the hoop.
Nobody near Schroeder, and it's good off the back rim and in.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's Hayward, 13 points in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And you look at what Zeller did on a per-minute basis last year, the scoring and rebounding were up.
And part of that, Greg, was that he also took more three-pointers than ever before. It's certainly not his game, but it seems like every big guy now has to at least be respectable from behind the arc, just the way the game is being played.
Here's Rozier, following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rozier, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Razor-sharp focus there from Rozier earned him that trip to the line.
And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Morris comes in for Marc Gasol. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for James. That's good from Rozier. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Clock is at 3. The shot's good. Rozier's got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out now. Watch out. Rozier is rolling.
Caldwell-Pope outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Washington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Graham with the ball. He's got 8. To the middle. Here's Rozier.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Monks checked in for Charlotte. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, I like the trajectory of Rozier's game. I mean, he's added responsibility and his production has increased too.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell. Here's Horton Tucker. Graham defending. Kuzma outside. Morris outside. Here's Horton Tucker. Here's Kuzma. Oh, that's blocked.
How about Rozier throwing it out of there? Come strong or don't come at all.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Graham's got 10 points in the game.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And, of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Charlotte. Hornets have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Bring him against Matthews. Now Monk. 7 points in the game. Back to Graham. Releases. Kuzma pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Now here's Graham. 10 points for him. And again, the Hornets missing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So we can't get either to fall. You know, discussing Biombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, isn't it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes, only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Kuzma. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Kuzma not only has great skill, but his balance is so good. Even when he gets bumped around, he still finds a way to score.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
One shot.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
And Clark, it was a roller coaster season, to say the least, for Kyle Kuzma. Saw his role get diminished on the Lakers, and his stats across the board were down.
Yeah, Greg, you go back to your playing days, mine as well. It's hard for young guys early in their career to understand role playing. They equate their production with minutes and accolades as opposed to contribution for the team. And Kyle Kuzma has tremendous talent, great versatility early in his career. I think he's going to be fine in the long run.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
The Hornets have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. And few players in our league have the range of Devontae Graham, and that's saying something.
You're exactly right, Greg. I mean, you think of Steph, obviously, and you think of Dame, Lillard. But Graham, you know, he can stretch you out just as far as those guys can, and he does it with the same ease. So you look at his year last year, it really was one of the few bright spots for the Hornets.
Now here's Matthews. It's stolen by Monk. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Now here's Harrell. Here's Kuzma. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
Well, you look at Kuzma, the 27th overall pick in the NBA draft, guys, a multi-talented, confident forward with impressive skill and potential.
Now, here's McDaniels. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here's Kuzma. 15 points in the game. And stolen by Graham. Oh, and here comes Monk all alone. And then Monk with the dunk.
And Monk is fantastic in fast break situation. Knows exactly where to go and what to do.
Here's Horton Tucker. Graham defending to the paint. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
Now here's Graham. 15 points in the game. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Up top, Morris. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Charlotte's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Passes it to Monk from the arc. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Kuzma. The putback, Harrell on the follow.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Matthews against Graham. Pass to Monk from past the arc. It's not going to go for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at what happened. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Miles Bridges is out there with Hayward. Then there's Devontae Graham. Then there's Monk, and it's Zeller in at the 5. Now, here's Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Tries from 16 and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Graham's got 11 in the second half. LA has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Caldwell Pope outside. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Down low. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
but they're rebounding. They've given themselves a lot of second chances, and it's really helped them.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Jared Dudley's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Cook subbed in for James. The free throw drops for Monk.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
And it's Cook missing. Charlotte has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Hayward dishes to Monk. Hayward with the ball. Gasol covering. Yep, it counts. And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
And so here's Charlotte following the bucket by the Lakers. Hayward, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. All alone, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
KCP is a guy who can pull up from 3 just as easily as take it to the cup. He's a tough cover in transition.
Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. The shot by Hayward, wide open. No good on the triple.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
9 feet out. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Some changes for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Dudley. James comes in for Alfonso McKinney. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Quinn Cook. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And that one's good. James.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Charlotte calls timeout. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 it is going to be vital.
It's good on the putback.
Well, I tell you, you look at Washington's motor and his effort, a lot to like about both. I mean, he uses his length and instincts to do a good job on the glass.
And here's LeBron outside, hits the three-point bomb. James has got 31.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Rozier looking around, shoots. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. Goes up again. The kick out to LeBron. And Davis can't get it to go.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And Hayward gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for him.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by LeBron James. Outside, Ball. Here's Washington, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Martin's checked in for Charlotte. Well, we know, Clark, that something that's also going to impact the NBA this season. Teams are not going to get a lot of footage of the incoming draft class.
Great point, Kevin. And again, that's why the executives get paid the big bucks. Hopefully they've done plenty of work to see a number of players prior to the college tournament being canceled. And it's a bit of an art and science equation anyway when you're evaluating young players. And this just exacerbates it a bit because you don't have that little bit more of information that you'd like to have. So in that case, you go with what you do have to the best of your ability.
Here's Martin following the basket by Anthony Davis. Passes to Rozier. 4 on the shot clock. From past the arc. And it's Martin missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now, here's Rozier. After the miss from Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
Rozier showing you nice feel for recognizing that one of his guys was wide open and got him the ball.
Schroeder against Ball. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. And stolen by Zeller. Pushing it up. Here's Washington. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here is Davis. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. And he uses the glass on the layup. Schroeder's got 22.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
The pass to Martin. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. It certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, in the NBA. In basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings. The measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Charlotte has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little mean streak in him, too, which I like.
Here's James. Oh, what a dunk!
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
And here is Ball. Pass to Rozier. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Here's Davis. Zeller grabs the board.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
Kevin, we'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Washington with it, picked up by Davis. The kick out to Rozier. And Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Tries again. Shooter passes to Gasol. Trying to get open is Davis. They shoot again. And Gasol with the lay-in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here is Martin. There's the dish to ball. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Shot clock at 5. Here's LeBron. Passes it to Davis. Caldwell Pope outside. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Pass to LeBron. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to get a win in that first battle. They'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Hornets.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Lakers leading by 23. Schroeder outside. 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's James. Again, Los Angeles.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now, here's Ball. They double him with LeBron. Now the pass to Zeller. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you look at what Zeller did on a per-minute basis last year. The scoring and rebounding were up.
And part of that, Greg, was that he also took more three-pointers than ever before. It's certainly not his game, but it seems like every big guy now has to at least be respectable from behind the arc, just the way the game is being played.
First one falls for him.
You know, Zeller was a high draft pick. This guy was the 4th overall pick in his draft, but he's more of a blue-collar guy. Great work ethic and is eager to learn, always in learning mode.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Morris is checked in for Gasol. Dudley comes in for Davis. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here is Cook. James outside. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Wants to get it to Dudley and does. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Here's Martin. No good that time. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin, here with AD. Hey, you guys seem locked in tonight. What was the key?
Well, we came out aggressive defensively and offensively, and against a team like that, you know, you got to come out aggressive defensively first, and I think we did that through the whole 48.
Yeah, you certainly beat them to the punch, and you beat them on the scoreboard as well, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.